We're back.
Pull up in motorcades. I got a show today. It's all I'm trying to do.
Welcome back to the Barely Football Podcast. I'm your host, John Carlo. This is my co-host,
Gabriel.
and we have a special guest today,
Jose.
We're glad to be back here in front of the cameras for you guys today. A lot of us in our close circle have been but wondering where have we been, because our last video was us introducing ourselves, me, the co-host.
Oh yeah, we did do
the
that.
host and the co-host. Way back in November when we first started our renovated podcast, it was like our introductory. It wasn't an episode, and obviously life in the last 5 months. I go to school, he has work, and I work too, so schedules didn't really fit, and we didn't really have the time to sit down like we're doing now to record. But hey, it's never too late. It's April 9th, and we're here to record our first ever episode on this Barely Football Podcast. And what a way to start it. We have a special guest right here, Jose.
Yep.
Tell us a little bit about yourself, why you're here, and how do you know us. Well, not how do you know us, but
I just
what
came
do
here
you-
randomly and I just appeared and
yeah.
that's pretty much
Yeah.
it.
Yeah,
I was
yeah.
like, surprise.
Yeah.
It's all right. I mean, what a good way to start our first episode with a special guest. He is a well-known friend of us, Barely Football Podcast members, John Carlo and Gabriel. And before we start the talking, 2 jerseys right here representing, not sponsored, but soccer team. Real Madrid 2015-16 away jersey. This is the fake one. And Sao Paulo, Brazil, their first division team. I think it's 2008. But, we got the vintage jerseys out here. You know how we rep here. We both like soccer. He's not really into sports. But, he always appreciates the fact that we have the jerseys up here in the background.
Indeed.
Very good. So, I mean, how have you been?
Been
How have you
chilling.
been?
Pretty good.
Pretty good?
Yeah.
Right. So,
What's new?
what's new?
The earthquake, right?
The
Yeah.
earthquake.
Did you guys feel it?
Exactly. Did I feel it? Well, okay,
Yes.
who goes first? Who goes first?
Whoever wants to speak up.
Jose. Special guest first.
I did feel it. I thought it was just my nerves. Because I was just chilling and I just feel my legs shaking. I'm like, am I nervous? I'm like, what's going on? And then I'm like, oh wait, no, it was the earthquake. And I texted my boy Gabe. I was like, did you feel that? And he was like, yeah, I felt it too.
Yeah.
I was like, oh, all right, so.
Were you nervous? Not nervous, but when you first got the shake, when you got that feeling, of an earthquake, what did you think at first? You didn't pay too much mind, or what happened?
I was like, oh no, I didn't even care, but I was kind of worried about my mom, but
It's very, very important.
yeah, then yeah, I called her and she was like, no, it's fine. I didn't feel it that much. I was like, oh okay,
Cool.
at least she's okay. So yeah.
We live in upstate New York, so if anybody's familiar with the earthquake, any of our viewers from the state, from here in New York or New Jersey, you know what we're talking about. But from outside, we had a small, not too big of an earthquake. It was a 4.8 magnitude earthquake that happened here. It started in New Jersey, in Lebanon, New Jersey to be exact, and then it just went through New York, and that's how it happened. And but gladly we survived. It was just 10-15 seconds, and it just came out of nowhere. So we're just expressing or telling of our experience that happened on Friday, April 5th. It was around 10:30 a.m. So you said your experience. What about you, Gabe? Where were you?
I was at work, and
And what
at first I thought it was just a truck passing by because trucks pass by all the time, like big trucks, and it does shake the store. But this time I felt like it was going through my feet, and at first I thought my foot fell asleep. I'm gonna be real. I was feeling though. You guys know that? If you guys know that fuzzy feeling, yeah, that fuzzy feeling in your toes. And then I realized my whole store was shaking, and I was like, oh no. My store's a little cooked, so I thought I was gonna fall over.
That's great.
So I ran outside. And now it was just an earthquake. So then I texted everybody I knew, and then immediately went on Twitter, and then confirmed that it was not just me, but it was indeed an earthquake. I texted my boy Jose as well, or he texted me and I responded.
X
to him.
formerly
Yeah.
Twitter. Don't get it twisted.
Oh yeah, X formerly Twitter.
Elon Musk, I hate you. Anyway, because he switched.
Nah,
I mean, it's whatever.
Peace and love.
Gay.
That's good. Anyway, so
Where were you?
where was I? So Friday I was in the city, so I'm in school. Right, I had to catch up on a bunch of schoolwork, and I was in my dad's job. Why did I go to my dad's job? You may ask. Because it was a quiet place. I didn't want to be at my house, so I feel like I would concentrate better. It's a very quiet environment. It's a warehouse, not too much people, small company. And what happened was I was too busy doing my schoolwork. I'm in college, so there's a lot of schoolwork. And my dad was talking to one of his coworkers and one of the delivery guys in the what's called the lounge. And then all of a sudden, there was this shaking. There was this shaking like in the warehouse, and I thought because we were in Queens, all the way down in New York City, the warehouse is 2 blocks away from the 7 train. If anybody lives in the city, you know the 7 train is one of the many train routes in Queens, and the 7 is the most, I think it's the most elevated train in the city, and I was 2 blocks away from the 7 train, the 52nd Street station of the 7 train, and what just happened? I thought I heard the train through the AC ventilator because you could hear it sometimes. And I thought like, wow, that train must have been very, very on impact. Like, wow, that train must have been like, wow,
Must have been speeding.
or something. Like, boom, get into the station, like
Recreation.
an
Rinse and
abrupt-
recreation.
like that, you know. And then no, it wasn't the train because I thought it wasn't the train. It was not the train because like no, a train is not gonna sound like that. I mean, you could hear the ventilator like from a distance, but no. And then second thought, it was like I didn't even have the time to react or to think. My dad thought it was construction outside, and then we all went outside to find what the heck just happened. And everybody from it's a warehouse, so there's there's like next door warehouses in the area. So it's a very like a warehouse type of neighborhood or block that we were in. So there's different warehouses and different companies and different, you know. And then one of the workers in their respective companies came out, their respective warehouses came out, and yeah, there was like a bunch of people on the block, and found out like, oh, what the heck happened? And then we were looking at each other like, what just happened? And then they were saying like, you felt it, right? Yo, you did, like, what was that? You know? And then we didn't think too much about it. It's like, what the heck just happened? And we all think about earthquake, okay. Then we went back, and just like Gabriel said, I thought we were tripping. He was tripping. He thought he was tripping. He thought he was. But I'm just like, all right, I'm the only one. Should know this. I thought I shouldn't be the only one, right? Like, what am I going through? And then I went to my X account, formerly Twitter, and I searched up New York earthquake, and everybody started to tweet what the heck just happened in the city of New York. Literally. Everybody from New Jersey is like, was there an earthquake in New Jersey? Was there an earthquake in New York? And yeah, like 10 to 15 minutes later, the news blew up, and it was a 4.8 magnitude earthquake. And it only lasted for like 10 to 15 seconds. And that was scary. I mean, that was like weird, but it was scary. Like, what just happened? As long as I'm alive, have you guys experienced an earthquake like this? Not in my lifetime. This is my first time.
Yeah, it's my first time. Like, it's giving me like those. You know, have you seen that movie 2012?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like that. It gave me those vibes. Not gonna lie.
Really?
Well, for me, I don't know. It just
Yo.
I don't know. Just because imagining if it was worse.
Yo, you got me thinking.
Yeah, if it was like
No,
actually
you got me
worse.
thinking. You know what?
Why?
It could have been. You know that movie with Ewan McGregor?
No.
Tsunami. The tsunami. You know?
Oh.
The tsunami.
Impossible.
The Impossible. The
What's a
Impossible.
tsunami?
You know that movie?
No, but the one I remember is
It
that.
has Tom Holland in it.
It's a
Oh,
young Tom
it
Holland.
was
It's like a
like-
10-year-old Tom Holland.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
13-year-old Tom Holland. Guys, if you know The Impossible, you know what I'm talking
Impossible,
about.
something like
It was a
that.
very popular movie back in the day. I think it was like released in. Let me check.
2012, I want to.
2012, right, bro? That gave me like just
2012,
even thinking about it.
Tom
That
Holland was young
earthquake.
back then.
That was based on a true story.
Yeah, it was based on the tsunami that happened in the islands, Japan.
They recreated it as different people. The actual family was from Spain. The actual, they recreated this like Tom Holland, the actor, and Ewan McGregor as a father. The family, they're from England, but in reality, that movie, it was based on a Spanish family that went to, I think, Taiwan or one of those countries, and that's where the tsunami happened.
Keep talking.
And yeah, it's called The Impossible. It was released on January 4th, 2013. So yeah, it's from 2012, 2013. It's a really impactful movie, and that gives me chills because, you know, we got the steamer.
Yeah, so they got the kettle ready, bro.
We got the kettle.
The kettle's ready to go.
We got the steamer. We got the kettle. Laugh again. Laugh again.
Move.
Yeah, we got the kettle. Fun fact: his laugh sounds like kettle, bro. It's like the kettle, like you put the hot water to make tea. You see what I'm talking about? You see what I'm talking about? No way, man. So yeah, so that gave me those vibes, those earthquake vibes. You know, that engaged me straight to that movie. Even though it was like 10, 15 seconds long, it really did the job. So yeah. And later in the day, did you feel a second earthquake?
Did not.
I did not.
My parents were in the city at the time and they felt it a little bit, but it wasn't too much. It was a weird day on Friday, right? That was a weird day, you know?
It's alright. It was at work pretty much the whole day.
The whole thing. Yeah, that happened with the earthquake. You guys in the comment section, let us know what experience you had. Any of our close friends watching this, comment there too. Before we get straight to more talking, follow us on Instagram at barely football. Link in the description.
I'm gonna keep it real. That account is dead.
It's been dead, but we're trying to. We have a good following. We have almost 30 followers.
Well, let's see. Check in real time.
We have almost 30 followers.
I lost my phone. I don't know where it went.
Gotta call it.
Wait.
Where is it?
Joe called me.
Is it in the kitchen?
Might be
Lost
upstairs.
his phone.
It's fine. Yeah, it's upstairs.
We can get it after.
Yeah.
So basically that was our experiences. Anyway. Popcorn.
What?
Popcorn.
Popcorn?
Yeah, I don't know. But yeah, man.
3, 2, 1.
This is part 1 of part 2 of episode 1 and 2 of Barely Football Podcast. It's gonna be a separate video, part 2. We'll see what we're gonna talk about. And we have a number 3. We have a video number 3 coming out. It was unreleased. We did a video, me and Gabriel, back in January. Unfortunately, we did that in a device that did not have storage. So regarding the debates, but this is more into the opinions. Talking about more opinions. Talking about cereal. So,
Alright, what's number 5?
and we couldn't upload it, and we found a way to send it here to this device, which is a MacBook. And
Thank you guys for joining.
Thank you for joining
us.
we will upload that unreleased video later on next week. And it's a little bit off, but we still have it saved, and we want to publish and upload that video because I think it was pretty fun. Unfortunately, technical difficulties had lasted for 3 months, and we finally found a way. So yeah, unreleased video for next week, dropping next week, and yeah, this video will probably come out in the next couple days. So you'll probably see this on April 15th. Not sure, but Thanks for watching. Here we go for part 2. 3, 2, 1. I'm your host Gabriel. This is my co-host. I'm your host Giancarlo. This is my co-host.
Gabriel.
And this is a special guest here.
Jose.
And we'll see you in a bit.
Peace and love.